All right, and I'm going to try to see if we can get our Atlanta News First reporter, Chelsea Beimfor, here with us. Chelsea, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Maria.
Chelsea, so I was kind of explaining the information that we've gotten from law enforcement so far and the investigators, but you've actually been on the ground just behind this crime scene tape talking to some of the witnesses in the area. What are they telling you?
Yeah, Maria, this is Fulton Industrial Boulevard. You can see the massive police presence here, all of the crime scene tape. We can see evidence markers on the ground, some shell casings. This is one of the scenes. There's also a second scene up the hill. Can't really see it from where we're standing, but our first alert chopper was, I believe, showing you pictures of that earlier. That's the second part of the scene in the hotel parking lot of the Budgetel here off of Fulton Industrial Boulevard, just up that hill and beyond the fence. Witnesses are telling us, we spoke to two men here that witnessed what happened. One man was in a van pulling up on Fulton Industrial Boulevard. He said he had stopped off of Interstate 20 to get some gas. He doesn't live here. He lives in California. He said this was his first time in Metro Atlanta. He was driving down Fulton Industrial trying to get back on I-20 when he said he pulled up on a suspect who had a weapon and started firing at police officers. When he saw that, he said he dove to the ground, or rather to the floor of the van that he was driving to try and take cover, and he said he heard a bunch of gunshots. And then he said he heard an officer yelling and crying for help. Of course, he was scared for his own safety, so he said he just stayed there on the floor of his van for a while, basically unable to move because he couldn't see what was happening. And then he said eventually tons and tons of police swarmed this area and were able to help that officer. South Fulton police are telling us 2 police officers were shot. We're unclear where that second officer was shot. That witness we spoke to only saw the one officer crying out for help here on Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Now, we also spoke with another man who is staying at that hotel up here on the hill. He says he heard several gunshots. He was asleep around 11:40 when this happened this morning. And when he heard those gunshots, he said he woke up. He got up and walked over towards the window of the hotel room he was staying in, and he says when he looked outside, he saw a person shoot themselves. That is unconfirmed by police. We do know that the suspect here is dead, but police have not confirmed how that person died. So again, we are waiting to get more information from Fulton County police officers and South Fulton police officers to try and figure out what exactly unfolded. But again, we do know that there's one scene here out on Fulton Industrial and a second scene up the hill in the parking lot of that hotel. From our first alert chopper, we've been able to see that there is a body covered up as well in that parking lot, which is likely the suspect here that the police have confirmed is deceased. At this point, though, we don't know how exactly that suspect died.
And Chelsea, I imagine, we see already just from your camera the massive law enforcement response, but it's very personal when you hear of a colleague or just someone that is within the same law enforcement community as you that is injured or shot in this way. It really becomes personal for them. Have you gotten a chance to talk to any of these investigators?
We have not. They've all been obviously very busy out here, but I would describe the mood as tense, as sad. It's always, unfortunate to hear about these incidents. We also haven't been given an update on those 2 police officers' conditions. We do know that they were taken to Grady Hospital, where we have also sent another crew to try and gather some more details from there.
I just want to confirm for some of the comments that we are getting on this live stream. Right now, there is not believed to be a community threat or an active threat to residents in the area. I just want to confirm that you are getting that same information.
Yeah, that's correct. South Fulton police have confirmed that the suspect is deceased. So they're saying there's no threat to anybody in the area. There are a lot of people just walking around out here too, kind of trying to check things out for themselves, see what happens. So there's definitely no immediate threat to this area on South Fulton Industrial Boulevard near Interstate 20.